Is there a breakup between Jeff Bezos and Donald Trump? Turns out Amazon, like most people, or I should say most companies, are psychopathic, and they're going to do what's best for themselves. They are not going to be providing cover for Donald Trump. They're going to let their audience and their consumer know these are the prices post-tariffs. This ain't on us.
E-commerce giant will begin displaying how much the tariffs are adding to the price of its good right next to the product's list price. That's something we heard from Volkswagen originally as soon as these tariffs were announced. And I wouldn't be surprised to see lots of retailers kind of show you a line item of what exactly it's costing you.
And I think they should. You know what this is called? This is called transparency, which is something we need. So now the White House has responded. Amazon's tariff cost info is hostile act, they say.
It was reported this morning that Amazon will soon display a little number next to the price of each product that shows how much the Trump tariffs are adding to the cost of each product. So isn't that a perfect crystal clear demonstration that it's the American consumer and not China who is going to have to pay for these policies?
I will take this since I just got off the phone with the president about Amazon's announcement. This is a hostile and political act by Amazon. Why didn't Amazon do this when the Biden administration hiked inflation to the highest level in 40 years? And I would also add that it's not a surprise because, as Reuters recently wrote, Amazon has partnered with a Chinese propaganda arm. So this is another reason why Americans should buy American. It's another reason why we are onshoring critical supply chains here at home to shore up our own critical supply chain and boost our own manufacturing here.
Is Jeff Bezos still a Trump supporter?
Look, I will not speak to the president's relationships with Jeff Bezos, but I will tell you that this is certainly a hostile and political action by Amazon.
So she brings in the inflation that happened under President Biden. Now, globally speaking, inflation happened everywhere. In fact, the U.S. navigated itself out of inflation a lot faster than other countries. The stock market was rip-roaring. Inflation was on its way back down. Listen, I will always say that there's more that can be done to combat the sort of corporate greed, corporate inflation that exists. But for Caroline Leavitt to look at our audience straight in the eye and say, this is disrespectful to the company, to the country, this is Joe Biden did this with inflation. It's absolute hogwash. Inflation's about to ramp up along with a lot of other issues in our country, like shelves going barren, the price of normal goods skyrocketing. What will they say then when we have to deal with inflation? A completely self-inflicted problem created by Donald Trump.